name is Morgan Tyner, and my company is called Accepts Inc. It's actually an acronym that stands for Assuming Competence in Communication for Exceptional Persons Through Typing and Socialization. And that represents our mission statement, but really the goal is that people who have special needs can not only be accepted by others in our society, but really have a place and that they're treated as well as everybody else.
As the owner of Accepts, what do you do for the organization? You set up events, or what do you tell me about that?
Well, there's a lot of hats that I wear in the company. One thing we do is events. I am a trainer in the method, so my primary role is training other people how to become facilitators for the typing. And second to that, I organize a lot of training events in the community and wherever there's a need. I also do a little bit of consulting with other schools and businesses, churches, to kind of help people understand special needs in a different way, with the idea of accepting people.
So, what was the reason exactly? Why did you start it? Did you work in a place before, or what do you tell me?
Yeah, I was a teacher for 6 years, and what I found is that a lot of times we tended, I was at fault for this, we tend to treat people with special needs based on what they show us. So if they're exhibiting behaviors or if they have limited speech, then we automatically tend to treat them that, if they don't have speech, then we tend to baby talk them or ask them questions a lot, or slow our voices down and say, "Hi, how are you?" And that was something that I did a lot. And if they were exhibiting behaviors, we said that they were bad and that, they needed to, that they were being disruptive and things like that. But what I learned, what really made the shift for me, I learned it's really more about a person having special needs, that sometimes they can't control how their bodies are. And I really it had to sink in with me that just because somebody doesn't speak doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. And we tend to base our opinion of somebody else based on their ability to speak. And so a lot of people, people who have been in comas have woken up and said, "I heard everything, even though you didn't think I could." And there's all different examples of that. And I found that there was nowhere really that these kids and adults who were nonverbal could go that people saw them for who they really were. And so it's kind of my mission to help people understand that just because somebody is acting one way or doesn't speak, that there's so much more there if you give it a chance.
So the typing idea, where did you hear about it first from?
I heard about it from Amy Gershaw. I had worked with her daughter Gentry for 6 or 7 years at that time. And though we knew she was there, there's so much more in there, we just didn't have a way of getting it out of her. So she had heard about this typing method and invited one of the master trainers who's been training people in this for 25 years. She invited her down here to Florida, and when I saw, that was what made that shift for me I was talking about before. My eyes were open to the fact that, wow, Gentry was just not only was she in there, but she was so brilliant and had so much to say and had this whole other side to her that I'd never had access to. And that made me want to learn everything I could about it. And so I went to Syracuse University through a couple of their trainings and shadowed other master trainers for basically ever since.
Do you have any plans to move the organization forward in any way?
Well, what I've found is that there is a need for this. I've had people contact me from other states in the Southeast region, so I have gone to other states to work with people, and there are people there that now their friends are gaining, it's gaining more attention and they're hearing about it. So there are plans to start a small program in Atlanta and also in Houston. And as far as growing my business here, I think getting the word out is important, and I have recently started working more on the internet web development side to help promote the idea.